Welcome to the Ultimate Hogmanay Guide. Dreaming of an unforgettable New Year's? You're in the right place. We're heading to Edinburgh, Scotland. Hogmanay is more than a midnight countdown. It's rooted in ancient history, vibrant traditions, and a joyous community spirit. Not just fireworks. Think torchlight processions and citywide street parties with one-of-a-kind customs. This guide covers everything you need for success. I'll be your travel partner from planning to payoff. We'll touch on the history, the best stays, and exactly what to do. Plus, what to avoid for a smooth, safe trip. Dive confidently into this cultural celebration. Planning takes effort, but the reward is huge. It's about connecting with Scotland's culture and people. We'll explore first footing and what it means. We'll demystify the event schedule. Want the massive street party or a quieter family evening? This guide has you covered. Practical tips to maximize time and money. Grab a notepad. Let's plan together. Stay to the end for a hassle-saving travel hack. Helpful on-screen captions will highlight key points. Let's plan your ultimate Hogmanay. In this guide, we've organized everything into clear, easy-to-follow chapters so you can plan your trip with ease. We'll begin with the history and traditions of Hogmanay. You'll learn where the festival comes from Torchlight Procession, why it matters. We'll debunk common myths about the celebration. This chapter sets the cultural foundation. Next, practical planning and booking. When to arrive and depart, timing tips. We'll explore Edinburgh neighborhoods. Old Town, New Town, Leith. Where to stay, based on budget and travel style. Booking official event tickets, do this in advance. Chapter 3. What to do when you're there. A sample 3-day itinerary. Arrival day. Action-packed Hogmanay recovery. Day activity picks for family. Activity picks for couples. Activity picks for solo travelers. Daytime activities. Midnight fireworks. Final chapter. Safety and what to avoid. Navigating big crowds. What to wear for unpredictable Scottish weather. Keeping your belongings safe. Myth-busting. Finding last-minute tickets. Myth-busting. Transport running all night. Watch to the end for that secret travel hack. This guide is your key to a safe, smart, and spectacular Hogmanay. To truly understand Hogmanay, we have to travel back in time. Ancient Norse. Gaelic winter solstice celebrations. These were festivals designed to mark the shortest day of the year and to welcome the return of the sun. The Vikings, who had a significant influence on Scotland, celebrated Yule with massive bonfires, feasting, and general merrymaking. These fire festivals were believed to ward off evil spirits that lurked in the darkness of the long winter nights. The flames were a powerful symbol of light, warmth, and purification, cleansing the old year to make way for the new. This pagan heritage is a key reason why fire remains such a central element of Hogmanay today. Think of the spectacular Torchlight Procession or the fire festivals that still happen in towns across Scotland. These aren't just for show. They are a direct link to a time when our ancestors lit fires to protect their communities and ensure a prosperous year ahead. The very name Hogmanay is shrouded in some mystery, with theories suggesting it comes from an old French word, Hogmanay, meaning a gift given at New Year, or perhaps a Gaelic phrase. Regardless of its exact origin, the spirit of generosity, hope, and community has endured through the centuries. Interestingly, the importance of Hogmanay was amplified in Scotland due to religious history. Following the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century, the celebration of Christmas was effectively banned for nearly 400 years because it was seen as too popish or Catholic. This meant that for generations of Scots, the big winter family gathering and gift-giving occasion was not Christmas, but New Year's. This shifted the cultural focus squarely onto Hogmanay, elevating it from a simple folk tradition to the most significant festival on the Scottish calendar. It became the time for family, friends, and feasting, a tradition that remains strong even after Christmas was reinstated as a public holiday. This historical context explains why New Year's is taken so seriously and and celebrated so passionately in Scotland. It's not just another night out, it's a deep-seated cultural event that has been shaped by centuries of pagan ritual, Viking influence, and religious reform. When you join the celebrations in Edinburgh, you're not just attending a party, you're becoming part of a living, breathing tradition that connects the modern city with its ancient, mystical past. Understanding this history adds a whole new layer of meaning to the festivities, turning a fun night into a truly profound cultural experience that you will remember for a lifetime. One of the most cherished and unique Hogmanay traditions is first footing. This custom takes place immediately after the clock strikes midnight, when people visit the homes of their friends, family, and neighbors. The first footer is the very first person to cross the threshold of a house in the new year, and their arrival is believed to set the tone for the household's fortune for the next 12 months. It is a beautiful ritual of community and hospitality, reinforcing social bonds at the very start of the year. The tradition dictates that you shouldn't show up empty-handed. A first footer is expected to bring symbolic gifts to ensure prosperity for the home. Traditionally, the ideal first footer is a tall, dark-haired man. This belief is thought to date back to the Viking invasions of Scotland. In those times, a stranger with fair or blonde hair arriving at your door might be a Norse raider, bringing trouble and danger. Therefore, the arrival of a dark-haired man was seen as a sign of safety and good fortune. While this aspect is less strictly observed today, the sentiment remains. The first footer represents a friendly visitor bringing good tidings for the year ahead, not a threat from the outside world. It's a wonderful piece of folklore that has survived into the modern era and is still practiced with great enthusiasm. The gifts brought by the first footer are laden with symbolism. Coal, a piece of shortbread or black bun, salt, and of course, a bottle of whiskey. These items are not meant to be extravagant, but are powerful symbols of the basic comforts and blessings you wish upon your loved ones for the coming year. The act of giving and receiving these simple gifts is a heartwarming exchange that strengthens the bonds of friendship and community. So, if you get invited to a local's home after midnight, consider it a great honor. And if you happen to be the first one through the door, you are their official first footer. While you don't have to scramble to find a lump of coal, bringing a small token like a bottle of wine or some sweets is a wonderful gesture that shows you understand and respect this lovely tradition. First footing is the very heart of Hogmanay, reminding everyone that the new year is best welcomed not with grand, impersonal events, but with the warmth of human connection, friendship, and a shared hope for a good year ahead. The modern Hogmanay Festival in Edinburgh is a multi-day affair. It officially kicks off with the Torchlight Procession. This event typically takes place on December 30th and is truly breathtaking. Thousands carry wax-based torches, creating a river of fire down the mound. Procession led by kilted Vikings from Shetland's Uphelly Aa, accompanied by pipes and drums. A powerful, primal experience linking to ancient fire festivals. Collective excitement and anticipation. Procession winds through Old Town streets, flickering light against stone facades, culminating often at Holyrood Park. Torches light a massive bonfire or form a fiery image. Not just spectating, buy a torch voucher to join, feel the heat and smell the smoke. Shared unity and community. Magical, slightly mystical tone. No New Year's is complete without fireworks, and Edinburgh delivers. As midnight nears on December 31st, all eyes on Edinburgh Castle. At midnight, the castle erupts, fireworks synchronized to music. The big moment, the street party climax. Hundreds of thousands gasp and cheer. The fireworks are the grand finale of the ticketed street party. Prince's Street and surrounding area host stages, live music, traditional Keyleth dancing, and DJs. Atmosphere electric, city center becomes open-air party. When the fireworks begin, all stages and crowds unite. A symbol of city and world coming together. An epic way to ring in the new year. While Edinburgh hosts the most famous Hogmanay party, remember this is a nationwide celebration. Each city, town, village across Scotland has its own unique way of marking the new year. Stonehaven in Aberdeenshire celebrates with the fireball ceremony. At midnight, locals parade down the high street. They swing massive flaming balls of wire and rags around their heads. A dramatic, daring display, believed to burn off bad spirits and purify the town. Further north in Orkney and Shetland, the Viking heritage shows through. Kirkwall in Orkney hosts the BA, a medieval-style street football game. Uppies, Doonies. The game can last for hours. Hundreds join a chaotic, sprawling scrum. In Burghead, they hold the burning of the clavey. A flaming, tar-filled barrel is carried around town, then rolled down a hill. Villagers collect smoldering embers for luck. These are raw, powerful community events. Even within cities, you'll find different flavors. Glasgow hosts concerts, street parties, family-friendly events in George Square. In the Highlands, celebrations are more intimate, often centered around a local pub, a traditional céillit, folk music and dancing. These smaller events offer a different kind of magic, a chance to connect with locals and feel Scottish hospitality. It's a myth that Hogmanay only happens in Edinburgh. The spirit of the festival is alive across the country. When planning your trip, consider what experience you want. For a massive street party or world-famous fireworks, Edinburgh is the champion. For ancient fiery rituals, consider Stonehaven. For a cozy Sealy, head to the Highlands. Hogmanay is not a single event, but a rich tapestry of local traditions. The entire country is celebrating, each party with its own charm. One of the most important decisions you'll make is determining your arrival and departure dates. To get the full experience without feeling constantly rushed, I strongly recommend arriving no later than the morning of December 30th. This gives you a full day to settle into your accommodation, get your bearings, and most importantly, participate in the spectacular Torchlight procession that evening. Torchlight procession. Arriving on the 30th lets you ease into the festive spirit and catch the official kickoff. Trying to arrive on the 31st itself is a recipe for stress. Crowded transport and delays can make you miss the main events. For the ideal trip length, plan for at least 3 nights. 4 is better. Typical itinerary: arrive December 30th, depart January 2nd, or depart January 3rd. You experience the full festival arc. Torchlight procession, street party, fireworks. You get the build-up on the 30th, the main event on the 31st, and a recovery day on January 1st. Many attractions, shops, and restaurants will be closed on New Year's Day. Use that day to relax, take a quiet walk, or join the Looney Duke. Leaving on January 2nd helps you avoid travel chaos and gives you time to see the city as it reopens. Visit a museum that's reopened, or take a day trip to a nearby town. Stretching to January 3rd gives you a full normal sightseeing day, less crowds at Edinburgh Castle or the National Museum of Scotland. A longer stay turns a frantic weekend into a rounded Scottish trip. Rushing your Hogmanay visit is a mistake. The city is busy and things take longer. Getting coffee, navigating streets. An extra buffer day before and after the 31st makes all the difference. It lets you soak in the atmosphere, enjoy traditions at a comfortable pace, and leave with fond memories. Plan for a minimum of 3 nights. 4 is even better. This is a trip worth savoring, not sprinting through. Deciding where to stay in Edinburgh is crucial. Each neighborhood offers a different experience. For those who want the historic action, Old Town. Winding medieval streets, hidden closes, ancient stone buildings, steps from the Royal Mile, Edinburgh Castle, and Hogmanay venues. The atmosphere is unbeatable. But expect higher prices, larger crowds, and more noise. If you love stepping into festival energy, Old Town is fantastic but intense. Prefer elegance and order? New Town. Georgian architecture, wide streets, grand squares. Home to the main Hogmanay street party on Princes Street. Slightly more refined and generally quieter a block away. High-end hotels, stylish apartments, shopping and dining options, balance of convenience and sophistication. On a tighter budget or want a local bohemian vibe? Leith, port and waterfront, restaurants, cool bars, independent shops. A more authentic, modern Edinburgh. More affordable accommodation, well connected by bus and tram, about 15 to 20 minutes. Escape the city center crowds and enjoy a quieter residential feel. Other options: South Side near the university, budget-friendly guest houses, lively, youthful atmosphere, Stockbridge, village feel, lovely cafes, Sunday market, within walking distance of Newtown. Your choice depends on your priorities. Old Town, New Town, Leith? Answering that helps you find the perfect home base for your Hogmanay adventure. Now let's talk about the most critical rule of Hogmanay planning. Book your accommodation as early as possible. I cannot stress this enough. Edinburgh is a popular destination year-round, but for Hogmanay, it becomes one of the most sought-after places on the planet. Hotels, hostels, and apartments get booked up months, sometimes even a year, in advance. To secure a good place at a reasonable price, start looking and booking between 6 and 9 months before your trip. If you wait until the autumn, options are extremely limited and prices have skyrocketed. Early booking is not a suggestion, it's an absolute necessity. For budget travelers, solo adventurers, Edinburgh has a fantastic selection of modern, clean, and friendly hostels. These are not the dingy dorms of the past. Many offer private rooms, in addition to shared ones, and they're great places to meet fellow travelers. Hostels in the city center, particularly around the Old Town, are perfect for being close to the action and the party atmosphere. They often organize social events, which are a fun way to connect. Again, book well in advance. Hostel beds are a hot commodity and will sell out completely. If your budget is more flexible, you'll find a wide range of hotels to suit every taste. The New Town is home to many elegant, large-scale hotels that offer comfort and excellent service. The Old Town has more boutique hotels with unique character tucked into historic buildings. There are also plenty of reliable chain hotels scattered throughout the city that provide a consistent and comfortable experience. When booking a hotel, check the map to see how close it is to public transport and the main event zones. Some hotels offer special Hogmanay packages, event tickets, or a festive dinner. For families, groups traveling together, renting a self-catering apartment can be a very practical and cost-effective option. An apartment gives you more space, a kitchen to prepare some of your own meals, and a comfortable living area to relax in. This can be a huge advantage on New Year's Day when many restaurants are closed. Websites like Airbnb, Vrbo have numerous listings all over the city. Whether you choose a historic flat on the Royal Mile or a modern apartment in Leith, having your own space can make your Hogmanay experience feel more like a home away from home. Just like hotels, the best apartments get booked up early, so start your search now. Once you have your accommodation sorted, the next crucial step is to secure your tickets for the official Hogmanay events. You cannot simply show up to the street party or Torchlight procession. These are ticketed events and they sell out every single year. Tickets usually go on sale in the late summer or early autumn, and you should buy them directly from the official Edinburgh's Hogmanay website. Be very wary of third-party sellers or unofficial ticket touts, as you risk buying fake or invalid tickets. The street party ticket grants you access to the main arena on Princes Street, with its live music stages and incredible atmosphere for the midnight fireworks. When booking your tickets, you'll need to choose an entrance gate. Your ticket is only valid for the specific gate you select, so look at a map of the event zone and choose the gate that is most convenient for your accommodation. This will save you a long, frustrating walk through massive crowds on the night. For the Torchlight procession, you'll need to purchase a voucher to collect your torch. It's also wise to buy a wristband for access to the procession route, even if you aren't carrying a torch. These details are important, so read the information on the official website carefully before you buy. Remember, no ticket, no entry. Navigating Edinburgh during the festival requires some planning. The city centre is very walkable, but during Hogmanay, Large areas will be closed to traffic, and pedestrian movement will be restricted. Familiarize yourself with the event map ahead of time. Edinburgh's public transport system, primarily Lothian buses and Edinburgh trams, is excellent. They usually run special late-night services on New Year's Eve, but be aware that routes will be diverted around the city center closure zone. Plan your journey to and from the events in advance, and expect buses and trams to be very crowded. A little patience will go a long way. For getting to and from the airport, the Airlink 100 bus and the tram are your best options. Both provide a direct and efficient link to the city center. If you're staying for a few days, consider buying a multi-day bus pass for easy travel around the city. Taxis and ride-sharing services will be available, but they will be subject to road closures and surge pricing, making them a less reliable and more expensive option during peak times. The key to stress-free travel during Hogmanay is to plan ahead, allow extra time for every journey, and embrace walking whenever possible. It's often the quickest and most scenic way to get around, you know. Your first day in Edinburgh, December 30th. Settling in and diving into the festive atmosphere. Aim to arrive by late morning or early afternoon. Travel from the airport or train station. Find your accommodation. Drop off your bags. Don't try to do too much at once. Get your bearings. Take a leisurely stroll around your neighborhood. Winding alleys of the old town. Grand avenues of the new town. Grab a coffee. Grab a pastry. Soak in the pre-Hogmanay buzz. Day for orientation, not rushing. Use the afternoon for light sightseeing. Walk a portion of the Royal Mile. Admire Edinburgh Castle from outside. Spot the Palace of Holyrood House. Peek into shops selling tartan. Browse shops selling whiskey. Explore hidden closes and alleyways. Locate your Torchlight entrance gate. Knowing the gate saves stress later. As evening approaches, it's time for the Torchlight procession. Have an early dinner or a substantial late lunch. Gather around 6 p.m. at the Meadows or near St. Giles Cathedral. Collect your pre-purchased torch. Join the growing crowd. The atmosphere is electric. People from all over creating a river of fire. Hear the pipes, hear the drums. The procession winds through historic streets, marching with thousands, torches aloft. The route culminates in a stunning finale. Wear comfortable shoes, dress in warm layers. Your fiery welcome to Hogmanay. After the finale, tired but exhilarated, head back to your accommodation for a good night's sleep, as you'll need all your energy for the big day tomorrow. December 31st is the day you've been waiting for. Hogmanay has arrived. The morning and early afternoon are your best chance for some proper sightseeing before the city centre goes into lockdown for the evening's festivities. After a hearty Scottish breakfast, head to Edinburgh Castle. Book your tickets online well in advance. Explore the fortress and take in the city views, or visit the National Museum of Scotland, mostly free and full of history. Plan to be finished by early afternoon. As the afternoon wears on, the city begins its transformation. Many shops and attractions will close early, and road closures will start to come into effect around 2 p.m. This is your cue to retreat to your accommodation for a few hours. Use this time to rest, relax, and prepare for the night. Have a late, substantial meal. Food in the arena can be limited and pricey. Get dressed for the occasion. Thermal underwear, warm socks, waterproof outer layers, hat, scarf, gloves. Comfort and warmth beat fashion for hours outside in winter. Around 8 or 9 p.m., head to the street party. Go to your designated entrance. Ticket ready. Expect security checks. Once inside, the scale is breathtaking. Prince's Street transformed into a festival ground with multiple stages, live bands, DJs, giant screens. For a traditional vibe, Chailid under the castle, Scottish country dancing, wander stages, grab drinks at pop-up bars, party with thousands under the stars. As midnight approaches, the excitement reaches a fever pitch. All the stages will join in a unified countdown. All eyes will turn to the castle. At the stroke of midnight, the sky explodes in a choreographed fireworks display. This is the moment, a shared collective experience of pure joy and celebration. Sing Auld Lang Syne with the crowd, a tradition born here in Scotland. After the fireworks, the party continues for about an hour. When you decide to leave, be patient. Exits take time. Late-night buses and trams run to get you home safely. January 1st in Edinburgh is a day unlike any other. The city awakens slowly and quietly after the night's massive celebration. For many, this is a day of well-earned rest and recovery. Don't expect to jump out of bed and go shopping. Nearly all shops will be closed. Museums will be closed. Major attractions will be closed. Most cafes will be shut. Most restaurants will be shut, especially in the morning. It's wise to have some snacks or breakfast items back at your apartment or hotel. This is the perfect day to embrace a slower pace. Enjoy a lazy morning. Nurse your Hogmanay hangover if you have one. Reflect on the incredible experience of the night before. A gentle start is the best approach. For the brave and adventurous, the Looney Doo. Thousands of people take part. Many wear ridiculous fancy dress costumes. They take a bracing dip in the freezing waters of the Firth of Forth. The main event takes place in South Queensferry, a short journey from the city centre. Registration to Duke is required in advance. It's just as much fun to go as a spectator. Watch the parade of costume participants march down to the water. They plunge against the stunning backdrop of the Forth Bridges. If a polar plunge isn't your idea of a good time, there are other, more relaxed ways to spend the day. The city's beautiful parks are open. The hills are open. Both offer a perfect setting for a restorative New Year's Day walk. Hike Arthur's Seat. Hike Calton Hill. Enjoy breathtaking panoramic views of the city. These vantage points are especially beautiful on a crisp winter's day. A quiet stroll through the deserted streets of the Old Town can also be magical. Appreciate the architecture without the usual crowds. It's a rare chance to see the city in a peaceful, tranquil state. In the evening, some pubs will begin to reopen. Some restaurants will begin to reopen. They offer a cozy refuge and a hearty meal. Find a traditional pub with a fireplace. Settle in with a pint or a wee dram of whiskey. Enjoy the warm, friendly atmosphere. There are often cultural events on January 1st. Concerts, spoken word performances. Check the official program for these first-footer events. Day 3 is about embracing the calm after the storm. A wild swim, a quiet walk, or a cozy evening in a pub. Rounding out your Hogmanay journey with a day of true Scottish leisure. While the massive street party is the most famous part of Hogmanay, it is by no means the only way to celebrate. For those traveling with children or anyone overwhelmed by massive crowds, Edinburgh offers plenty of fantastic alternatives. The Hogmanay organizers are very mindful of creating a family-friendly atmosphere. In the afternoon of December 31st, there are often dedicated daytime events for younger audiences. One popular option is the Bairns of Four concert, held in Princes Street Gardens. This lets families soak up the festive atmosphere and enjoy live music. They even have a dedicated early fireworks display, so you can get the little ones home at a reasonable hour. For a more traditional, interactive experience, try the Sailid under the castle. It's a separate ticketed event from the main street party, focused entirely on Scottish country dancing. A live band teaches you the steps, the dashing white sergeant, the gay Gordons. It's incredibly fun, energetic, and suitable for all ages and abilities. The atmosphere is joyous and communal, more about participation than watching a concert. You don't need any experience. The caller will walk you through everything. It's a great way to engage with Scottish culture and stay warm by dancing the night away under the castle. If your goal is simply to see the midnight fireworks without the middle of the massive crowd, find a vantage point away from the main party zone. Inverleith Park, to the north, offers a fantastic, free view of the castle and the display. It's a popular spot for local families who bring flasks of hot chocolate and picnic blankets. The slopes of Arthur's Seat provide a stunning, elevated viewpoint. Calton Hill also offers elevated sweeping views of the castle. These spots will still be busy, but the vibe is more relaxed and spread out than the packed city center. It's a wonderful way to witness the spectacle on your own terms. Another crowd-averse strategy is to book a table at a restaurant with a view of the castle, or buy a ticket to a hotel gala dinner that looks out over the castle. Many venues host New Year's events offering a gourmet meal, live music, and a champagne toast at midnight. This gives you a comfortable, warm base. Step outside for the fireworks and then retreat inside. Family-friendly concert, traditional Keeley, hilltop viewpoint, formal dinner. There are many ways to tailor your Hogmanay experience to be just as magical without the crush of the main street party. When you join a celebration with tens of thousands of people, being smart about your safety is paramount. The Hogmanay Street Party is incredibly well organized, but large crowds always come with their own set of challenges. My first piece of advice is to have a plan. Before you enter the event, agree on a meeting point with your friends or family in case you get separated. Cell phone service can be unreliable when so many people are in one area, so you can't depend on calling each other. Pick a landmark just outside the event zone, like a specific statue or shop front as your designated spot. Knowing where to go if you get split up provides great peace of mind and can save a lot of panic later. Weather preparedness is another key aspect of safety. The Scottish winter is no joke, and you will be standing outside for many hours. Hypothermia is a real risk if you are not dressed appropriately. Wear multiple layers of warm clothing, starting with a thermal base layer. A waterproof and windproof outer jacket is absolutely essential. Warm hat, scarf, gloves. Good, comfortable waterproof footwear with warm socks is also non-negotiable. Being cold and wet is the quickest way to ruin your night and can be dangerous. Remember, you can always take a layer off if you're too warm, but you can't put on a layer you didn't bring with you. Like any large gathering, it's wise to be vigilant about your belongings. Pickpockets can operate in dense crowds. Don't make yourself an easy target. Keep your wallet, phone, and valuables in a secure, zipped-up pocket on the inside of your jacket, not in your back pocket. A money belt worn under your clothes is an even better option. I recommend bringing only the essentials with you into the event: ticket, ID, credit card, and cash. Leave your passport, unnecessary valuables locked up safely in your accommodation. The less you have to worry about, the more you can relax and enjoy the incredible atmosphere of the party. Finally, a word on alcohol. Hogmanay is a celebration, and many people will be drinking, but it's important to do so responsibly. You are not allowed to bring your own alcohol into the street party. It will be confiscated at the entrance. Drinks are available to purchase from official bars inside, but be aware that they come in plastic containers. Stay hydrated by drinking water throughout the night and be mindful of your limits. The goal is to remember the spectacular fireworks at midnight, not to end your night early by overindulging. The event has medical and welfare tents available, so familiarize yourself with their locations in case you or a friend needs assistance. One of the biggest myths about Hogmanay is that you can just show up and join the fun. And this is absolutely not true for the main organized events. Many first-time visitors imagine a city-wide free-for-all, but the Torchlight Procession, Street Party, and Sea Live under the castle are all strictly ticketed. If you arrive in Edinburgh on December 31st without a ticket, you will not be able to get into the main party zone. Tickets sell out weeks, and sometimes months, in advance. Believing you can find a spare ticket on the night from a tout, or just slip into the crowd is a recipe for disappointment. The only way to guarantee your spot is to buy a ticket from the official website as early as you can. Another common myth is that public transport runs all night long, just like in some other major cities on New Year's Eve. While Edinburgh's Lothian buses and trams do provide excellent special services after the midnight celebration, they do not run continuously until morning. These free services are designed to get the massive crowds out of the city center and home safely, but they typically stop running around 4 o'clock. If you plan to party until sunrise, you may find yourself facing a very long, cold walk back to your accommodation. Check the special holiday timetables in advance and have a realistic plan for how you will get home. Don't just assume a bus or tram will be waiting for you at 5 o'clock. There's also a misconception that the entire city of Edinburgh is one giant, non-stop party for 3 days straight. While the atmosphere is certainly festive, it's not a round-the-clock rave. Normal life, to some extent, goes on. Many locals use the time to visit family or have quiet gatherings at home. Furthermore, on New Year's Day, the city becomes surprisingly quiet. The myth of constant partying can lead travelers to be unprepared for the widespread closures of shops, cafes, and restaurants on January 1st. It's a day for recovery, not for more revelry. Expect a peaceful, almost sleepy city and plan accordingly by having snacks and drinks on hand. Finally, let's bust the myth that you need to be a big drinker to enjoy Hogmanay. While whiskey and toasts are part of the tradition, the celebration is about so much more than alcohol. It's about community, history, music, and the shared experience of welcoming a new year. Thousands of people attend the events and have a fantastic time without drinking at all. The energy of the crowd, the spectacle of the fireworks, and the magic of the Torchlight procession are intoxicating in their own right. Don't ever feel pressured to drink. The true spirit of Hogmanay is one of warmth and camaraderie, and you can soak that in with a cup of hot chocolate just as easily as with a dram of whiskey. A very common mistake for first-time visitors is underestimating the crowds and the restrictions, so avoid trying to wing it on New Year's Eve. The city center is cordoned off. Movement is heavily controlled. Don't plan to meet friends at a pub inside the event zone. Unless you are all certain you can get there, many areas become inaccessible. Don't assume you can walk freely from the old town to the new town after the barriers go up. Study the event map provided by the organizers. Know the layout. Know the location of the entrance gates. Know the one-way systems for pedestrians. Trying to fight your way against the flow of a massive crowd is impossible and can be unsafe. Don't rely solely on your credit or debit card. Always have a decent amount of cash on you during the festival. Pop-up bars and food stalls may be cash only to speed service. Small independent cafes or pubs can have card minimums. If networks fail under heavy load, cash is king. Have enough pounds for a few drinks. Have enough for a late-night snack. Have enough for an unexpected taxi ride. Avoid buying tickets from unofficial sources. Every year, people arrive at the gates with fake tickets from unauthorized websites or street touts. Those tickets are worthless. You will be denied entry. Wristbands are carefully checked by organizers. Buy tickets only from the official Edinburgh's Hogmanay website. If it's sold out there, it's sold out. Don't be tempted by too-good-to-be-true offers on social media or reseller sites. It can ruin your whole trip. Finally, avoid wearing the wrong shoes. It might sound minor, but it can make or break your Hogmanay. You'll be on your feet for 5 to 6 hours on hard, cold pavement. Avoid high heels. Avoid fashion boots with thin soles. Avoid footwear that's not comfortable and broken in. Wear waterproof walking boots or comfortable sneakers with warm thermal socks. Happy feet let you enjoy the party, dance at the Sealy, and walk home without pain. Ignoring this simple tip is one of the most common and avoidable mistakes visitors make every year. So there you have it, your comprehensive guide to celebrating Hogmanay in Edinburgh. We've journeyed through the festival's ancient, fiery history and explored cherished traditions like first footing. We've mapped out the practical steps of planning your trip. From booking your accommodation months in advance to choosing the perfect neighborhood for your travel style. Remember that key takeaway: plan early. This is not a spontaneous weekend getaway, it requires foresight. But the reward for careful planning is an experience second to none. A little preparation goes a very long way. We've also walked through a sample itinerary showing how to balance epic celebrations with sightseeing and much-needed rest. Whether you choose to brave the exhilarating crowds of the street party, dance the night away at a traditional ceilidh, or find a quiet hillside to watch the fireworks, there is a perfect Hogmanay experience waiting for you. The key is to choose the celebration that feels right for you and your travel companions. Respect the traditions, embrace the community spirit, and don't forget to dress in warm, comfortable layers. Your enjoyment depends on being prepared for the Scottish winter weather. Most importantly, we've covered how to stay safe and what mistakes to avoid. Remember to have a meeting point. Be mindful of your belongings. Buy your tickets only from the official source. These simple safety precautions aren't meant to scare you. They're to empower you. They give you the confidence to relax and immerse yourself fully in the moment. A smart traveler is a happy traveler. Being prepared lets you focus on the fun, the music, and the incredible atmosphere of this unique New Year's party. Hogmanay is so much more than just a party. It's a cultural event that connects you to centuries of history, to the warmth of Scottish hospitality, and to a global community of fellow celebrants. It's a chance to stand shoulder to shoulder with people from all walks of life. I encourage you to go with an open heart and a sense of adventure. Engage with the locals. Try to learn the steps to a Sealith dance. And be sure to sing Auld Lang Syne at the top of your lungs at midnight. This is a trip that creates memories for a lifetime. As we wrap up our journey, my hope is that you feel excited and well prepared to take on this incredible adventure. Experiencing Hogmanay in Scotland is a true travel highlight, a bucket list item for good reason. It's a celebration that is both epic in scale and deeply personal in its traditions. From the primal roar of the Torchlight procession to the quiet warmth of a shared dram of whiskey, the festival offers moments of both spectacle and genuine human connection. It's a reminder that welcoming a new year is a tradition shared by all of humanity, and there is no better place to feel that universal spirit than in the historic heart of Edinburgh. Remember to travel with respect and curiosity. Thank the bus drivers. Be patient in the crowds. Wish a happy Hogmanay to everyone you meet. The friendly spirit of the Scottish people is one of the best parts of the experience, so be a part of that warmth. And as I promised at the very beginning of our guide, I have one final secret travel hack for you. It's a simple tip that can make a huge difference on New Year's Day. When almost everything in the city is closed and you might be feeling a little worse for wear after the night's festivities, it's a small detail, but one that seasoned travelers will appreciate. So, here it is. My secret travel hack for your Hogmanay trip: pre-book a New Year's Day meal at a hotel restaurant, as they are among the few places guaranteed to be open and serving full meals. While independent cafes and pubs shut their doors, hotel restaurants that cater to their own guests are almost always open and often accept outside reservations if you book in advance. This saves you from wandering the empty streets searching for food on a day when you need a good, hearty meal the most. It's a simple trick that ensures a comfortable and stress-free recovery day, setting you up perfectly for the rest of your trip. Thank you for joining me on this guide to the ultimate Hogmanay. I hope you have a fantastic and memorable trip. Travel safe, stay warm, and have a very happy New Year. Until next time, keep on traveling. Keep on